Shalom. I want to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And as you can see, they're making an example out of Ye. And this is a public, lynching, if you will. This is pretty much a public castration, and they're making an example out of him, for daring to speak out, speak against, the powers that be. And, if this doesn't, raise eyebrows of Jake, if this doesn't wake you up, nothing really will. Because, why else, would they resort to this, type of punishment behind statements, behind, words that were spoken, especially if those words aren't true. Why resort to, this type of, punishment? And with them, stripping everything away from them, and they're pretty much saying, this is basically Amalek is making a statement right now. How dare we allow you to have all this? We shared you, with a little crumb that fall from our table for you to, dare to come back and lash out at the hand that feeds you. How dare you? So this is what they're doing. They're making an example out of them. All right. And this is why all these other compromised Negroes who are in that industry that they control, these niggas are tucking their tails. They don't want nothing to do with that. They finna be some good old Negroes. They're gonna distance themselves from Ye if they had any relationships with him. So, yeah, man, this is we see this happening, but this is really to send a message to those who's been vocal against these devils. All right, and the difference is you stripping all these things from him, whether he, folds or not. With us, it's a whole different ball game because we're not compromised. All right, we don't look to you for our salvation. All right, we don't trust in oppression. We wouldn't, like the scriptures say. Let me get it real quick. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 30. Actually, no, let me go to Isaiah 10. Yeah, let me go to Isaiah 10. And it says, Isaiah 10 and 20, it says, and it shall come to pass that in that day, that the remnant of Israel, that's the elect, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. All right, and what that's saying is the elect are no longer going to ever put their trust. They will never confide in you devils. We will not look to you for salvation, for comfort. All right? We're going to trust on the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai. That's who we put our trust in. That's who gets us day to day. That's who feeds us and clothes us. All right. So that means that you don't have control over us like you do over these wicked Israelites that sell their soul to you. Because those that sold their soul to you and you gave them gifts, you gave them, the king's meat, so to speak. You opened you had your table out and allowed them to eat at your table, eat the crumbs that fall from your table. But now this is what you can do to them in return if they come against you. And that's why the scriptures say in Proverbs, let's go to Proverbs 23. And Kanye, he's basically figuring it out, man. He's learning the hard way. And as he's bold in what he's doing, and that's if he's sincere, which he may very well be sincere. But this is all coming with a price. And this is all being done to either cause him to fold, all right, pull a Nick Cannon, a Will Smith, and do a straight up public apology, and castrate his own self in front of the public, and in return, start licking the feet of these damn small hats, start kissing ass. Or this guy's going to go out on the limb and possibly get his life took and become a sacrifice. But this is why you're never supposed to trust your enemy. And this is why you're never supposed to exchange your soul with this devil. All right. Proverbs 23. It's starting at verse 3. It says, "Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat." Everything this devil allows you to have in this world, especially if he allows you to get rich, he allows you to get wealthy. That's those are the luxuries, the goods. Those are the dainties, but it's all deceitful because he can take it all back from you. We always have a saying in this camp: when you make a deal with Satan, Satan's gonna always want his money back. All right, when you sell your soul to him and he give you this world, he's just loaning to you. He's not giving you anything. He's loaning to you because he's always going to get that back, even though he took your soul, which you can't get that back. So Kanye, despite the fact that he's a talent, but he made that leap. All right, which he admitted, he did a deal with the devil. All right, he sold his soul and he sold his soul. All right, and hey, the nigga became a billionaire, but now look, the nigga went from being worth 1 point something billion. Some people said he was worth 11 billion. I don't know if he was, worth that many billions, but he was a billionaire. But with all them, stripping these endorsements and, the deals that he had with these clothing lines and these record companies, them taking, those deals away from him, he's now worth 400 million, they say. So just like that, when you come against the establishment. But it's also proven what he actually been saying. That these motherfuckers got that kind of power, that this is what they can do to you. All right. So they're proving his point by how they're handling the situation, making an example out of him. They're showing you right there how all the power that they have right there. But they claim they don't have all this power. They don't have all this control. It's a myth. And calling these facts out, that's they could throw the anti-SIM card out. You see why the Most High hates him forever? Anyway, let me continue to read these verses. Verse 3, it says, "Be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. That's why it says in 1 Timothy the 6th chapter, not to, basically don't trust in uncertain riches. And especially if you an Israelite and you making that kind of money and you in that industry, you can lose it pretty easily. Just piss off the 1948er. Just piss them off. Okay? Straight up. And plus you're under the curse. So it was never meant for us to live that comfortably. Okay? We were not brought here to really prosper. That's in the curse. We would only be oppressed here. But continuing on, it says, eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. All right, he ain't with you, even if he allows you to eat at his table, even if he allows you to become, hood rich in his world. He can, and the point which Kanye, he already proved that point, that they exploit you and make money off of your demonic influence over your own people. So he's not doing a good deed because he rewards you for that by signing you and allowing you to make multi-million dollars. He makes way more off of your shit than you do. You see? So it's never worth it. It's never worth it, man. You're seeing right there. This is why the Lord said, what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Let me get that. It was in Matthew 16:26. And that's the difference. If this man wasn't a celeb and wasn't worth all those, millions of dollars, he wouldn't have really nothing to lose. And it would encourage him to be more bold to speak the truth. But we know, given, who he is, that's not his lot anyway. He doesn't have the full truth. But the Lord is using him to spark certain minds to start to look. This is stirring things up, man. And this is beautiful that what the Lord is doing. All right. But this is Matthew 16 and verse 24. Because, hey, Kanye, he started off his career trying to, rap about so-called Jesus and, that whole Christian persona. All right. But he should know what these scriptures say. This is what Yahushua said. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself. So you're supposed to deny yourself. You're supposed to deny your aspirations, your desires, the affairs of this life. You're supposed to deny that. But these celebrities, they don't deny themselves. And take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And this is, where the line is being drawn at for Ye right now, because they stripping everything from him. If he's left with nothing, what is he going to do? If I was in his position and I know I'm losing everything, I go all the way, man. I go all the way with it. Might as well. And the Lord already said you can't serve two masters. You will love the one and hate the other. You cannot serve the Lord and mammon. Okay? So we're gonna see if he's, because he's losing his fortune right now. So is he willing to lose it all and further acknowledge the truth and push the truth? Which, like I said, him being who he is more than is not his lot. Because like it says in 1 Corinthians 1, not many wise, not many mighty, not many noble are called. And the mighty is dealing with those who are wealthy and have influence, in which, he has influence. He's even said he has influence. A lot of these celebrities, entertainers, they have influence, but the Lord did not call them. Now he can use some of them, but he didn't call them. So they're not prophets. They're not the teachers. That's what we are. So that's why they're only going to go so far with it, Kanye included. But I'm saying if you're going to lose everything based on what you're saying, you might as well go all out with it. All right. And him coming on these platforms and speaking and still standing on his square, so to speak, and they're starting to ask him that question. Are you getting this from them, the magical word, the BHIs, the buzzword, the FBI word, the Project Megiddo word? So the eyes are basically on us. So that's why I said they're sending a message through him and how they handling him to us. But we have nothing to lose, so we're not afraid. We already lost our lives for the Lord's sake. That's why we're not, up in society like that. Brothers could have had, those kind of lives, man. But we made our bodies as a living sacrifice, and we forsook all to come and serve the Lord. Continuing on, it says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" What profit? Because you made all that and now you're losing it just like that. You lost your soul and temporarily gained, the riches and the wealth and the fortune. But what profit is it if you can just lose it that quickly? It's never worth it, man. But hey, I guess he's willing to lose it all because them devils and pissed him off that much that he's willing to spill all these secrets out and pretty much speak what's obvious. All right, it's obvious what he's saying is the truth because what they're doing to him. The scriptures say in Isaiah 59:15, when you denounce evil, you make yourself a prey. And he's being attacked from all sides. All right, so you could just scroll down and see how he's losing everything. All right, Adidas, they're dropping them. In which Adidas came out a couple years back and endorsed Ye when the nigga said slavery was a choice. They had no problem with that. They backed him on that. But now that he's saying what's obvious about these devils, oh no, we can't have that. We got to stop doing business with him. He went too far. It's never too far when something is said against us and an outrage happens. It was that in Jeremiah 15. Who will pity thee? Who will bemoan thee? Who will ask who will ask how thou doest? You're not reckoned among the nations like that. That's why your plight is just, and they'll have they'll turn your plight into a rainbow, turn it into something abominable, and have it funded by the devil, by one of these people that we're talking about, the small hat, and turn you into a terrorist organization. Got you out there looting and throwing cocktail Molotov bombs and shit, sending agent provocateurs. These devils, man. But this is, hey, the world is looking at this, and they're seeing, man. All this that you devils are doing, the world is paying attention to you. This is why you're gonna have no choice but to come down. Revelation 12:12, the devil come down with great wrath because he know that he had but a short time. Anybody that's pointing you out and exposing you, you got it out for him. You're gonna make a public example out of him. You're basically you're showing your power. The power that you say don't exist. That is come on, man. Adidas plans to end partnership. Good music is no longer a part of Def Jam recordings. Yeah, they and it's not gonna stop as long as Ye stand on this square and don't fold. They're gonna continue to do it. They're pretty much gonna dry him out, or to where he's basically gonna have nothing. They're gonna squeeze him tight. This is pretty much like a lynching. They're just doing it financially, and they doing it through the media. Okay. This hey, they're making an example out of this guy. But this is also proving who this devil truly is, man. You know, you the more you do these things, the more you're being uncovered. The more things are being exposed that you're a damn liar, man. Well, let me get Proverbs 12 and 19, and I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Yeah, Proverbs 12 and 19, it says, truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. All right, and Esau right now, he at his time where he's being exposed. All right, his secret place is being uncovered, and he can no longer hide himself. Just wait till these discussions start being had amongst these different platforms about this situation, and them actually going into. Wait till the documents and the history starts coming out. That term anti-sim. People won't start questioning that. How does that apply to just one group of Hebrews when there's a classification of different tribes and families of Hebrews? Come on, man. Wait till they bring out Shem's family tree, his lineage, and look at all the different nations that come from just Shem alone. But if you speak against just one particular group of people, one small group of people out of all those multi nationalities that come from that one line, you're anti them. Come on, man. So, yeah, truthful words do stand the test of time, and ultimately it's the word. The Lord said that he would have war with Amalek from generation to generation, and you're seeing it play out. We've been at war with them, and they've been at war with us. You're witnessing Psalms 83. They make a tumult, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. And Amalek is right in that roll call. All right. They only consult together to cast us down from our excellency. You're not going to get a little power and think that you're going to be able to, speak out, buck up. So they tightening up. They tightening them up a little bit. But it's all being seen before the world that these devils, they really are who what they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Let's just put it like that. Okay? And they can't deny the power because they're showing it right now. They can't deny it. So, I just want to shed a few words on this, And like I said, if he's gonna stand on this square and if he's gonna continue to lose everything, he might as well go all the way out. Matter of fact, about the prophets, you might as well start coming to the camps. And them on all those millions of dollars that's dwindling, you might as well you might want to spread some of that. Because charity covers multitudes of sins, yea. I know you heard about that scripture. Anyway, because we're gonna see how far this go. Because if they bring him down to nothing and he's still standing on it, then hey, that would actually be honorable. But at some point, if he ain't for real, once he get to a certain mark, he gonna cave in. Because the Lord said it's harder for a rich man to enter. It's easier for a camel to enter through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into heaven. All right. So we shall see. But we ain't got nothing to lose. All right. We know that, to die is gain. All right. We lose all this, but we gain life eternal. All right. Let me get Romans 8 real quick. It is Romans 8:36, and I'll read it in the NLT. It says, as the scriptures say, for your sake we are killed every day. We are being slaughtered like sheep. No, despite all these things, overwhelming victory is ours through Hamashiach, who loved us. We're going to get we getting the victory through Yahushai, man. Our lives are hid with him. Not the Christ, not the other Jesus, the Jesus of this world. And that's who Kanye was preaching. All right. No, we talking about Yahushai. The same Yahushai when a couple years ago you had people putting the Yahushai's coming back banners on light poles, and they were trying to tie that with anti-Semitism. Showing you that they're this whole anti-Semitism stuff is really just a direct attack towards us. Because this truth been going out, and now the world is starting to acknowledge what it is. Got all of our people finally knowing that we're the people. It says, and I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from the Most High's love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today, nor our worries about tomorrow. Not even the powers of hell can separate us from the Most High's love. All right? Yeah, that the powers of hell. You see? And these devils, all the power that they got, they can't do nothing to us. All right? There's nothing that they can really do. It says, no power in the sky above or in the earth below. Indeed, nothing in all creation will ever be able to separate us from the love of the Most High that is revealed in a Mashiach Yahushai, our Lord. All right? And we're gonna receive a incorruptible crown from him. Not a corruptible crown from this damn devil, man. A damn record contract, a platinum plaque. Your name, your Hollywood fame, the star of fame with your name on it. All that shit is gonna be burnt up here in Babylon. So Yeah, I'm gonna end it with that, man. All right, and Lord willing, this was edifying. I just want to, shed a few words on this. I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson. Shalom.